Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The offense set for a first down play. He'll try the left side. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Pulls it in. It's Lopez. And he's knocked down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Navy! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
At the 45 on his way. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 20. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
And here comes the Navy offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right.
Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, how it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. He can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And back to the air on second down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge. A 46-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. And Navy will go back on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance.
Nothing but green ahead. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run the option. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback will audible. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Navy quick to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's strong. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab on the left. And the ball squirted out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Yeah, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice. He's getting close and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Brings up. Navy 21, Arizona State 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing, but I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football, and as soon as that hand separates from the other.
Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Arizona State offense takes over 1st and 10.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Wide out in motion. On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wide out. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
He's got great speed. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Navy. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Arizona State offense takes over. 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Give to the running back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone.
A shot toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sun Devils. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Navy will go back on the attack. Now on the option. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man to the left. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
They'll throw it on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, midshipman! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
They keep attacking through the air. Firing toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Dino. Tuna. Hornet.
On second down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's got the tight end.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Navy quick to the line. The option look. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He's going to pass. Coming in. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He'll keep it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. They'll throw it on first down. Got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Right. second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. Racing down the left side. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Arizona State 13.
The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got the first down, looking for more. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs.
Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, midshipman. And the route is on.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A first down for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
At the 21-yard line. Second down.
Second down coming up.
29 Philly.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tripped up for the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down mark, but tried to get to it. Got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's still running after the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Avant. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Fights off a defender. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Good timing on the quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Navy 56, Arizona State 13.
New set of downs after that completion. They'll give it to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Quick strike complete. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Navy! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. He's going up top. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Here comes the two-point try. Calls his own number. He gets it in there for the 2, and they'll chop a couple off that lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense gets set for second down.
3:25.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Goes to the option. Can't get him to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They'll line up for a second down play. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.